It's the venue that's had plenty of success, come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. One final month to push for the playoffs or start preparing for the future. Here we go. It's week 14. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. A give to Pacheco to start the drive. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Fits it through the middle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Give him 24 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
A 2nd down run by Pacheco. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. On target to Worthy. And he touches him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he tried, but couldn't turn the corner. He's tackled at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long.
Yellow. Hey, Ripley. Yellow.
Now it's Mahomes. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose. Oh, no, and it bounces out of their own end zone. That's going to be a safety.
You know what? This game is hard. So sometimes catching a break or two in just the right circumstances is a big deal. Sideline could be your best friend as a runner. Because you lose the ball next to it, there's a good chance it could go harmlessly out of bounds.
And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Chargers will have a first. Putting the tight end in motion. First and 10. Here's Herbert. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And it sets up second down.
The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Slot man in motion right. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
Well, this is a headache-inducing run for a defensive coach. I could just imagine that staff both upstairs and down on the field watching it, Kate, because now, well, they don't have to just worry about this guy catching as a receiver. Now they know he can be a weapon in the ground game, too.
Putting a receiver in motion. Herbert now to throw on 3rd. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And it brings up an LA first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
On first down, they'll run. And he'll get this down to the 23-yard line before they stop him. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Ram.
From the 23. Davis there to grab it. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Chargers ball. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10.
Set.
Play action now for Herbert. This one's caught. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Go.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Running for the marker on 2nd. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The The Chargers finish off their opening drive. Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
57, call it. Yellow.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
Yellow.
Brings up 2nd and 1. Yellow. At the 36-yard line.
From the 36. Finds his man. It's Worthy. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Hauled in by Worthy. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. With 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Again, Mahomes to throw. He's got his man. That's Travis Kelce. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Working quickly here. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Kelce makes the catch. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Offense up to the line fast. They'll run. Pacheco. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they're left with 3rd and goal.
A little bit of chaos, right? I mean, play breaks down, trying to find a connection and get on the same page, just couldn't do it. I'll tell you this, though, and what I do like is you live to play another down. You don't risk the interception, and you throw it out of bounds.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on 3rd and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on 4th down.
We know how hard it could be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point, every attention to detail. That's a job well done by that defense. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock, but with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
41.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. They send the tight end in motion. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Cut out left. Hit some space around midfield. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
And he'll get this down to the 23-yard line before they stop him. pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. It's the Chargers, who only need a couple on 2nd and 2. Blown back, it's the handoff. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
On 3rd and 1, it's Herbert. Cut near the goal line. And he nearly broke it for 6. He steps in at the 3-yard line. An even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Takes it in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers grow their lead just before halftime. Well, this is the continuation of one of the greatest scoring seasons in recent memory, Brock. For the first time since 2006, we've got a running back who's reached 20 touchdowns in a single season. Herbert's going to look to throw for this. And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further.
I always say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call throwing it for 2, but that risk pays off.
The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Yellow! Yellow! Time!
Pressure coming from Mahomes. On the move, headed right. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Benjamin St. Juice picks it off. And the Chargers get it back on his 6th interception of the season. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
And they bring him down at the 25-yard line after surrendering some good yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Receiver in motion, going left. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Catch is made in close. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
380. Run. Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. 380.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
Set. Hey, ram.
Sending a receiver left.
Set.
They're running again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Back-to-back runs, stop short, and now it leaves him with a big 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Set. Hey, OP. 5-9. Go.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Chiefs make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
Red zone defense, it is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down.
All right. Hey, 43, 15. Hey, 57. Right.
One final shot before halftime. He put everything he had into this one. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half.
Harrison Butler in a kickoff for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
A good defensive play breaks that one up, and it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
The trajectory of that ball changes while it's in flight. I'll tell you this, Kate, on shorter throws, these receivers are so good to adjust, can still bring it in. But over a long distance, a tip like that alters the course of the ball, and it sure makes it tough to adjust in time.
He finds McConkey, and he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Let's go.
A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Hits him on the out route. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
They send the tight end in motion left. Now Herbert to throw. It is caught left side. Touchdown, L.A. The Chargers trust in their offense. They're going for 2 again.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Trying for it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. They go for 2, and that gives them a 3-score advantage.
23,
The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. He fields it from the 8. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40.
at their own 39-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Hey, ribble it.
Blitz coming, Mahomes. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
And the Kansas City Chiefs.
Attack!
First and 10.
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Has his man, it's Pacheco. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back, I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
43! Hey, rip left!
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. That's the rookie out of Florida. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, heck, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Crowd right. Why did it up?
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with him in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Herbert from the gun. He's on the move. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Yellow. Hey, Sunday. Where's that?
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. To the left and hauled in by Kelsey. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's good for a Kansas City
43! 43! Hey, 57, 57!
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First and 10, it's Mahomes. Throw left side, and St. Brown has it. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
At the 35-yard line.
Hey, 15, 15, 15! Where's it?
First down throw, Mahomes. That pass is complete to Kelsey. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
Kelsey. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
50, yellow, 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 yellow!
31-yard line.
Yellow! Where's it?
Another throw for Mahomes. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Where's it?
Back to the air, Mahomes. Forced out to his right. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Chargers get it back on the final play of the quarter. That's the end of the third on Sunday night. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Set. 380. Green out. Green out.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. It's a gain of 4 there, and the Chargers will have a first.
And the Chargers first down.
Ready. Set. Ready.
Plowing up the middle. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Set.
On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 38 out of the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
Set. Set.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. Nice run across the 15. And he's finally hauled down at the 12. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Chargers will have a first.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal.
Set.
Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
We'll go. Ready. Why did he
Hand off to the back. And he's brought down for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Running for it again. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Offense in the hurry up here.
5-9.
Third time's the charm. He gets it again. And he's in for the touchdown. The Chargers keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers make it a 24-point ball game. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Starting at the 10. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, first and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Now we'll fire one up the middle. They connect on the deep shot. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Mahomes on first and 10. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. He's got it. Oh, what body control to stay in and get the 2 feet down. The Chiefs offense staying on the field. They're going to try for 2. Mahomes throwing for 2. Escapes the pocket. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete.
Going to be a little armchair quarterback after that call. I feel like the defense knew exactly what was coming.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Give now to the running back. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Give him a few yards on that run. It's second and 7. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chargers moments away from win number 12. Second down now, 7 to go. Another carry for him. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for first and 10.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Back-to-back carries here. And he finds his way up to the 47 before he stopped. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up second and 5. Back to the well again. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on third down. They give it to him again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Less than a yard needed here on fourth.
Set. Baylor tight. What is it?
Going right side, Harris with it. And they were all over that reverse. He's tracked down behind the line. So the Chargers take this one on the road. And with this being their 5th consecutive victory, Brock, it's easy to argue they've been the best team in football over the last month. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Chargers, as we say so long from Kansas City.
Turn the lights on.
Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. The people they make go and dollars they make grow and everything's for show, but I will remain cold and eager. The queen don't talk to the meager, a leader. Who you know in the Zephyr? Been through the trenches, gutter fields and stenches. Gone ball, they filling up the benches. Half-court shooter, spitting from the medulla. Life for the game, they talking like I'm the doula. Nobody want a doula, defend the throne. I'm a dog in the zone and your man's is bones. I don't fear the stones, I flash the paws. Don't be talking to me crazy with no glass jaw. A spit of light saliva, you can never survive her. Streets got a code or couldn't decipher. Watch the way you talk when you talking to me. And if you didn't know, it's the NEC. Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. If you don't love me, you must hate yourself. Either way you play with me, you gon' play yourself. Don't be stupid, decide that I'm the same. A new rover and they still ain't got the range. Can't even hang with, doing big things, but the fame ain't changed. Trying to maintain, but your chain can't blame. On a new plane, but your main can't tame this. Same dame, but the rock got bigger. Might buy the drop top, got more figures. Pull up in the lot, still block pop. The posse can spot. Come and go, but I still check. Now I ain't saying I'm the best, I'm just saying that you're not. I got it all, baby, give it everything you got. And never again. Sitting in the booth, I ain't even gotta lie, cause you know that I'm the truth. Yeah. Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. I want you to win.
I ain't seen real problems since seen nothing. I ain't seen real. I ain't seen real problems since stripping off grades. I just be making up different reasons for my nieces. From my day, I pick enough to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight. Cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like what you want, what you want. I got Jesus giving money, what you want. I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry. So I'ma say I love you, but keep a look on my eye. Cause I can never really want you unless it's money or pride. So when I say I really love you, boy, just know it's a lie. Like I ain't mean it, I ain't mean it. I just need another reason for a sequence. Another bag, another season, another description, another feeling. Boy, God, I gave him a lot, but I keep
Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Okay, now drop your bag, sass. I've been here from the start. A little snapback, homie, with a plug in his heart. Took these Billy Strum cards and now they rip me apart. Now they run around in circles like them kids in the park. Now I'm afraid of the dark, there ain't no monster inside. I pray to Jesus Christ, homie, they just keep me alive. Why you keep it 53? Cause I've been wrestling with pride. I try to keep it like I'm Texas, got the stop on my side. Girl, you know I'm a saint, so why you giving me hell? My uncle back up on the block and now they begging for bail. He always calling me for paper cause he know I'm the trail. Now I'm eating my McDonald's, I was fresh out of jail. Now I made it out of chump, at least I know I'm up, boy, thump. Like my neighbors jumping up a pum. Boy, I bump in that Billy Strong, he ain't know him, he ain't thump. He just grabbed the pump and made it go dumb. Got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun.
I'm an airport baby, I'm too fly to count. Counting the cash, yeah, it's too high to count. I'm dealing with a fake, yeah, they too fake to doubt. Acting like they are what they not for their clout. They just suckin' my blood, they can love what you count. Flowing like water, three with the smiles, all the ops gonna plow. They all in the sewers, the south in the clouds.
I'ma stay down to the sound, to the sound, to the sound. On the floor to the skirt, to
got no paper, told him quit the pocket watching jeans, ripping at the seams, holding on some dead foes. Schizophrenic with the bag, listen to the money, nigga praying every day. Glad to say I was broke, tell him battle. Now I got my bands up, 1000 on the bill just to keep the pants up. Only on a real note, I couldn't fake what I've been doing. All my real ones know this nigga riding for his 53. I'm throwing up, they see the chain, I keep it tough. Say she feeling little nigga, try look. Say she love me for my smile, so I'm looking mean as Seen the days squawking, so I'm keeping feathers plucked.
Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump fun.
I need it. Cat. Okay, it's me and my kinfolk. Cat, that is my MO. 925, my area code. Don't give a what you been. Share they G, put her friend. They want a lot, not a little. I get something to give me something. What you gonna do for that end zone? I'm in the end zone, rocking that Kenzo. My Kindle. I'm beneath though, going triple plat. I need a pack and a half. I broke up my mans, a stack and a half. I told my mama I'm bringing that bag. I got it. I'm backing. I'm out. I till I can't. Sorry, mama, yeah, I nut. It was me and bro, buck on the plate. Best believe we had 50 cent cake. I let the Audemars hang from my belt, so she know we ain't got no time to waste. And I let Audemars crunch the numbers. I gotta make sure that my money straight. She wanna make sure that my money real. Kissing another. Back in the day, I ain't had no whip. I just pulled up in the tank. I'ma pull up, stun. Cat, all in your brain. I'm going Batman, I'm going bang. Come with the bang. What you gonna do? 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 Open up. What you gonna do? I'm on a Sony lot, eating a lot of chips, stacking a lot of guap. If I get it to pop, my mom get a coupe, my mom get a lot of rice. I ain't got to mouth, let that in the past. My foot on the gas, I flow elevator, we facing my brad. You want deposit the Venmo cash? Red light, yellow light, green light, go. The event, so I take the bank home. I won't keep quiet, I'm in it. Yeah, my best friend call, want me alone. Let her my just be your home, and I blah. I'm a businessman, so I give her a loan now. 3 pumps in the chain from the Homer. Her Bucky a goner. Her get Bucky a goner. What you gonna do? 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 Open up. Stunt.
Talking so it's snowing.
you talking about. There's still something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less.
I'm a gentleman, baby, and a dog with a bite. I just wanna nibble on your night. So sentimental when I step in the middle. When I do a little dance till it turns daylight. So jump, in a moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say less.
Baby, what you talking about? There's still something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less. Say less.
Stop the road when you walking. You rest your hips to the talking. You leaving me no options. Say less, say less. Stop the room when you walking. You rest your hips to the talking. You leaving me with no options. Say less, say less, say less.
Say less.
Passport stamp, let's do the money dance. Back in, call your friend, now we in France. International man, tats on my hand. Take a trip with a pilot, I tell you when we land. You know I'm down with the whales, I be by the sand. On sun, yeah, it's blowing in the wind. What you doing? We kung fu and I beat it up. They never heard me on the beat when it's speeded up. 100 racks on the plate, she gon' eat it up. Yeah, I'm all in, like all night. Throw the racks up, make it fall right. And if you take a shot, make sure you hold the ball right. 1-800, yeah, bad, my type. My type, yeah, it's my type. I love the way that she put it all on me. The best things don't come for free.
100 racks, she be dancing. 100 racks, she should take chances. 100 racks, she's in this bed. 100 racks, she can get this all night. All night. All night.
You can tell when it's Tokyo, it's all heat. Don't ride in the back, jump in the front seat. By the end of the night, she gon' love me. She don't even know me, she wanna hug me. It's a vision, little baby, I'm moving cozy. Most solid in the game, he can't fold me. How you do it, it's so fluid, let's get to it. If you want something, gotta commit to it. This is something that jam to and sip to it. I can show you how to do it, take you right to it. Made of whales and it got a twist to it. This ain't Big Sean, but I'm making good music. How you keep rhyming, man, I'm used to it. You should be too, I like it see-through. And if we dancing on the floor, I'ma need you. And if we dancing on the floor, I'ma need you.
100 racks, she be dancing. 100 racks, she should take chances. 100 racks, she's in this